And welcome back to In Love and Business with your favorite married couple. We
We
are
are the
the Jameses.
Jameses.
Yes, we are. Now, when we do this show, the one thing that I do love is that we can always have authors. Because I mean, we're authors, so we know the struggles and the I guess the pros and cons of being
The
an
pros and
artist,
cons, yeah,
of being an
definitely.
author. Yeah, so it's always exciting to have another author give their perspective and just their whole experience with writing.
Okay.
All right, so we have a special guest. His name is Leron Stewart. Now he is and the thing about him is he writes poetry, letters, stories, and music. So that's kind of dope.
Okay.
So we're bringing him on to talk about his first novel, One Thing About Life.
No doubt.
Leron Stewart, everybody say hello.
So what's going on? What's going on, world?
Peace, peace.
All right, so now let's learn a little bit more about you. We have listeners in Jamaica, London, all over the place. So how is it in Louisiana right now? How's life treating you?
The weather is very unpredictable, but I'm used to that, and everybody here should be used to that. So that's crazy. 2 week winter,
That's a fact.
so it's strange and funny at the same time.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, we're in Atlanta. We've been getting a little funny
Funny
weather.
weather, yeah, and it's only been about 2 weeks of winter, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so let's get into one thing about life. Now what inspired you to write this story? Because I see that you did go to I'm sorry, Southern University in Baton Rouge, and that's
Yeah.
also where the story takes place. So tell us a little bit about the story
Right.
behind the story.
Well, I went to Southern back in 96, 97. I was majoring in mass communications, but I actually dropped out and joined the Navy.
Okay.
Now, writing the story, actually, my experiences at Southern had nothing to do with the story itself.
Okay.
I've always done a lot of writing just for my own amusement. I never imagined actually publishing any work. So a few years ago, my wife and I we were dating. We weren't married at the time. My wife, she's actually going to LSU right now for another degree. And we had no electricity. This was during Hurricane Isaac, and I was just out of boredom. Not much we were able to do with no electricity. So I just created characters and came up with a plot and just started writing for my own amusement. And she took a look at it, and it was because she knew me pretty well, and she knew I had a liking for writing, but she also knew that I've always done it just for my own enjoyment and just for my own amusement. So she looked at it and she said, "You need to stop playing around and take this seriously. You have a gift. You need to do something with it."
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, I had no idea how far I was going to take it. All I knew at the time was I was going to get something published, whether it was just going to be that one-time thing so I can say I did it. So it was pretty much like a trial run. I did it. I did the work, the completed work, because my wife pushed me to do it, and the feedback I got was amazing, and it was really positive. I had a lot of support, not from just family and friends, but from the entire community, neighboring communities, surrounding areas, strangers, old, young, street cats, people with corporate jobs. The feedback was amazing. So that's I'm trying to take it to another level now. I'm in it for the long haul now.
Yeah, and we believe doing things like how you did, just the process on how you made it happen organically, it's gonna happen because it was definitely a reason why you started to write that day. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Under the circumstances.
Yeah.
And now you got something that, you know what I'm saying, is going to outlive you.
Facts. And like the
Right.
amazing thing is, it's kind of like just imagine if we never had electricity, how creative, you know, all of
Right.
us would be.
Yeah,
You know.
that's a fact.
All right.
Right.
So we're gonna take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back. More with Leron Stewart, and we're gonna talk more author
More
talk.
author talk.
Yeah,
Now
you
that
know.
author talk.
Yeah. This is In Love and Business with your favorite married couple. We are the Jameses. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to In Love and Business with your favorite married couple.
We are the Jameses. And we were on the line with fellow author, let me say, Leron Stewart. Now, when it comes to writing, because it seems like that's just something that you're just passionate at, and you could just sit down and do it easily. But did you have any kind of like roadblocks or just anything that really, any issues when you were putting together this book?
Time. I was working 2 jobs and also in the beginning stages of renovating our house. So I didn't have a lot of time, so I had to improvise. I hope my boss not listening to this. So I did a little writing at both jobs and transferred it, and combined with the rest of my stuff at home. I didn't get much sleep. There were a lot of nights nodding off at the computer, researching stuff. So at the stage of my life where I was, I didn't have much time, but I made it happen. But that was the most challenging thing, getting the time or finding the time to do the writing when I'm always somewhere else where I can't relax and just focus on writing.
That's an amazing, well, no, let's say that's a blessing in disguise that you don't have the time to write, because most authors, their problem completing their books are running out of things to say, running out of story. You know what I'm saying? But if you got the story and the story is pouring out of you like that, like all you need is the time to write. You know what I'm saying? I suggest finding time to write your second book. You know what I'm saying?
You might as well get started.
Yeah, for real.
I'm actually almost finished the sequel.
Okay.
All right,
cool.
yeah. So the follow-up, all right.
Well, he did say he was in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So we getting a follow-up then, all right.
Yeah, I'm in the final stages of the sequel.
Okay. Now, is this one out? The first one, is One Thing About Life out yet?
Yeah, it's out. I actually published it in 2013, but I think I mentioned earlier it was more of a trial run when I published it in 2013. I went with a basic standard cover. I didn't even have the cover that you see now. It was just a plain cover, no people, nothing creative, just a plain cover, because I wanted the readers and my supporters to give me their honest opinion on my writing. I wanted to know if I had what it takes to do this again. And if not for the feedback that I got, it still could have just been a plain cover and me not writing a sequel or not even looking into the future to do more projects. I would have just been looking at something else to do that I may be, I may not be good at. I was just going to find out. But the feedback has been so good that is what made me recently decide to do a custom cover and to start all over again with the promotion and advertising and writing the sequel. And there's also other projects, coming up that I'm working on that I don't want to put too much out there and get too ahead of myself, so I'm gonna keep those on the rest for now. But the sequel is almost done, and definitely before the summer.
All right, cool.
Definitely before the summer.
Where can everybody find you on social media?
I'm on Facebook at author Leron Anthony Stewart. I'm on Instagram at new_favorite_author. And the book, the paperback, and also the Kindle is available on Amazon.
No doubt.
Okay. So,
And also BarnesandNobles.com.
Okay, cool. So, well, we just want to thank you again for coming by, because we always like to have authors on the line, because we always tell people, you know, everybody has their own story. All it takes is one day, a pen and a paper, and some of your time to start, you know, telling your own story, basically.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
And I just want everybody to kind of be inspired by this story, that, you know, when you're bored and you ain't got nothing to do,
pick up a pen and paper.
There you go. I'm trying to tell you, turn it into residual income.
That's a
okay. All right. So we appreciate you coming by and spending time with us. This is In Love and Business with your favorite married couple. We are the Jameses.
You'll never